I drove my Touareg from Ohio home, super proud, and yeah, this happened. There is some sort of oil leaking from it. Well, since the car is under warranty, I decided to take it to Volkswagen to get it fixed. I dropped off the car, and well, let's see how that went. Just like that, I got the Touareg dropped off for service. Was fairly quick, given that they were short-staffed this morning. Two technicians actually arrived 20 minutes late. But we dropped off the Touareg. They'll be looking at it. Like I said, most likely will be covered under the warranty. If not, they'll call me. I got this nice Volkswagen Atlas as rental for the time being. So I just picked my Touareg from the Volkswagen service, and the leaking transmission fluid is not covered under the powertrain warranty. Well, it's not caused by failure of any parts. Actually, it seems like something, most likely a rock, hit the transmission cooler and punctured it. Therefore, this is more like an accident. Probably my insurance would cover it. Just doesn't make sense for me to go through insurance. This is $1,500 job, and after I pay deductible, whatever is covered under insurance is just not worth the insurance hike. So I'm going to fix it myself. So as you can see, there are some leaks from the car. Brought it back from the dealership. You can see everything is just wet, and that's transmission fluid. So you can see this is transmission fluid or transmission oil cooler, and the warranty was denied because apparently the stuff is punctured, and I'll show you exactly where it is punctured. Right here. You can see this tiny little dot. I'll wipe it, and you can see the fluid slowly coming out of it. Okay, so we are in my garage. Car is right behind me, already on ramps, and we have the goodies right here. So this is what we have. We got some stuff from Volkswagen. And look here, brand sparking new. Brand sparking new oil cooler. So I decided not to remove the bumper when fixing the transmission radiator. I discovered I can actually easily access it through the lower grille. All I need to do is to remove the lower grille trim to get access to that radiator. And around the radiator there is like a plastic trim, plastic surrounding that is held by 3 screws. All I had to do was remove those screws, and pretty much the front was done. Now I have to go underneath the car and squeeze the transmission lines with those plastic clamps to prevent any leakage. And at that point there is one bracket that the transmission lines go to that needs to be removed. There is just one torque that holds it in place, and once this is removed, the transmission lines can be pushed out of that bracket, and we are good to go. You can even see once I did it, a little bit of the transmission fluid leaked from those short part of the transmission lines. Now we can remove the transmission radiator. It's pretty much free to go. Just rotate it slightly and pull it out through that lower grille. We are home. This was 45 minutes to get us to this point. Okay, it's time to reassemble everything. We are starting by putting new O-rings on the transmission lines. You know, this was I think $6 per O-ring. Definitely needed to do it to prevent any leaks in the future. In addition, what I also did, I calculated how much transmission fluid could have leaked out, and I came up with a number of 1 quart. So I'll be adding it directly through those lines. In Volkswagen Touareg TDI, there is no way to add the transmission fluid except through the service access in the transmission. So I'm just adding 1 quart, and I'll get that transmission serviced right after this fix. I just don't want to drive with lower amount of the transmission fluid. And now I'm just putting the new transmission radiator in. Needs a little bit of play, but it wasn't that difficult, and I'm done. Job done.
Okay, the car is fixed. Wasn't that hard of a job, really. I added about 800 milliliters of transmission fluid. I want to drive the car for a day or two to see if there are any other leaks before I service the transmission. I don't think anything is going to happen. At that point, I'm going to get the car out of the garage, take it for a quick spin, and I'll take it to work tomorrow.
There were no leaks for the first 2 days, so I decided to take it for transmission service.
So here we are in September. It's not even 8 o'clock. As you can see, it's already getting dark. Oh gosh. Winter is coming.
I know this is hard for you, but winter is coming.
I put about 1,500, 2,000 miles on the car since I fixed it. So far, no leaks. Everything's working well. I'm happy with the car and with the repair. But before we conclude this video, I have to give a shout out to Brian from Lease Car Sales in Cleveland, Ohio. That's where I bought this car from. And actually, when I called him the day when I found out about the leak, when I had the diagnosis from the Volkswagen explaining the problem, he was a straight up guy. First of all, he offered me to buy the car back from me, not even buy back. He said, do you want to return the car? Like, no, I like the car, I just want it fixed. So then we talked a little bit about this problem, and he sent me $500 check to cover parts to have the car fixed. I took the $500, I fixed it myself. I spent about $350 or so on all the parts. Then I spent a little bit over $300 to have the transmission service done. So at about $650, I fixed the car completely. If you offset it by the $500, this repair was about $150 for me, which is not that bad. So again, I just want to mention Brian from Lease Car Sales in Cleveland, because that's really unexpected. It's the right service. So thank you, Brian, if you watch this. Thank you for your help. So again, here we are. No leaks. I'm super happy with it. Well, before it gets completely dark, let's finish it up. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel right down here below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.